Hi, this is Joe going with another review. I'm going to say in this video we'll be discussing the 1940 film. And I'm going to discuss a movie that is titled The Grapes of Wrath, starring Henry Fonda. And let me tell you, this book of course is based on the John Steinbeck novel of the same name. And of course, let me tell you, John Steinbeck sucks. Of course, even though he won a Pulitzer Prize for this novel, it's a why? John Steinbeck sucks. His books suck, and I hate his novels. Even though Grapes of Wrath is one of the few books that he wrote that he didn't read in school, and he had to read his stupid book of Mice and Men like 3 times. So of course, anything with John Steinbeck in, that's of course I'm not interested in. But to keep up my movie reviews going, I reviewed one of his movies that wasn't remade like 10,000. Mice and Men was made remade like 1,000 times. This one, nah. And of course, it's the movie The Grapes of Wrath. But this book is like that, like a lot of his novels, John Steinbeck's novels, about his poor family who lived in the Dust Bowl in Oklahoma, who got kicked off the land have for years, and decided to move the whole kit and caboodle to California to work as migrant workers. And the book sucks. The movie is horrible. Thankfully, I never read the book, but this movie is. I just wish my shit would shut up so I can do this video. This movie is unbelievably. I have to scream like this because my sister won't shut up and there. This movie is so boring. It's unbelievably boring. This movie. I think he's doing it on purpose because he knows I'm doing a video that you won't shut up. But this movie is so boring. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But 3/4 of this movie is them, the family, with Henry Fonda moving to California, traveling across country, and trying to finagle jobs. And this is the whole plot of this movie. It's not a classic. If it's this boring, it's not a classic. It's not. It's boring. Because any English teacher who says that The Grapes of Wrath is a classic novel, don't read it. That's like the Kiss of Death. Any English teacher that says that John Steinbeck is a classic, writes great novels, don't read them. Do not read his books because these books suck. His books suck. The movies are great. I mean, Henry Fonda gives a good performance, but that's about it. That's it. That is it. I mean, Henry Fonda, like towards the end of the movie, he leaves. So that's 5-10 minutes of the movie. It says the family without Henry Fonda. I mean, it's just so boring. I mean, it's like this is a classic story. Come on. And I know I'm doing like a quick review on this thing, but it's not that much for me to say about this thing. The only thing that's real terrific in this film is the speech that Henry Fonda gives at the end of this movie, with we just own a little piece of a soul. Everybody owns a little piece of a big soul, and that's it. And that comes about like within the last 10 minutes of the movie. So it's just a boring piece of garbage. It is. I mean, there's never really anything for me to say about The Grapes of Wrath, except that it's just boring. Just that it's a family movie, and I mean, it's good they have try to have the family travel to California, and the plot, behind that was kind of interesting. Poor family trying to struggle and all that type of thing. But that's a running theme in John Steinbeck's novels. I mean, if you read one novel, you read all of them because they're all pretty much the same, except the details vary from book to book. But it's all the same damn thing. I mean, it's no different than any other novel that Steinbeck has written. So, to say that he's a great novelist and stuff, I mean, come on. I mean, it's boring. Um, because there's one thing that I really had a laugh was somehow Henry Fonda's family got like this flyer saying, "Oh, you get they're looking for 50,000 people in California for jobs to pick fruit," and so they find out that it's total bullshit. And then they give them like 100,000. They print up like 100,000 of these things, so everybody knows about it. So they're feeling they're snookered out of probably getting a job. Remember, they travel all the way to California anyway, and this old jalopy. I mean, it looks like this thing is gonna fall apart any. The truck that they travel in, looks like it's gonna like fall apart any second. So the interesting part is if they actually physically get there or not. And along the way, the grandmother dies along the way. Spoiler. And they do finally get there. They go to one place, and they go into another place, which get jobs in. And Henry Fonda's character killed somebody. Actually, I should mention that his character actually just got out of jail after 7 years because of he killed somebody, but he got out of jail only after 7 years instead of spending life in prison because of the fact that they ruled it was self-defense, even though he still had to serve prison time. And now he's in the second camp, which I mentioned. He gets involved. He stuck his nose in where it didn't belong. Got into a fight with a guy, and he kills that guy too. So now, since he killed the second guy, he is going to leave. So, and that's when he gives a speech with everybody owns a little piece of a bigger soul speech. But make a long story short, this movie is just boring. I mean, it doesn't do anything for me. That's what I feel about all John Steinbeck books, really. I only read 3 of his stories, and one book 3 times, and that was Mice and Men. And I am not interested in seeing any. I think there's been a couple of versions of Mice and Men that made into a movie. Most recently, Gary Sinise starred and directed in the last version of Mice and Men. I am not interested in seeing that because I think that's even a more junked up story than Grapes of Wrath is. It's just horrible stories all the way around, and this thing sucks. Grapes, like I said, Henry Fonda gives a good performance, but that's it. If you're like Henry Fonda fans, it's good to see this movie, especially a movie like 40 years before he did his last role, which was in Golden Pond. He gave a great performance in that movie as well. But this movie is just too boring. I mean, it's boring. And don't have anything more to say about the Grapes of Wrath that I've already said already, other than it's whining and it's boring. Because, like I said earlier, all John Steinbeck movies, books, stories are all the same thing. About a group of migrant farm workers. It's poor, don't have any money, and some tragic thing happens, a murder or something else happens, and they leave. Somebody leaves, or dies at the end of the story. That's basically what the story, all of the stories are. Exactly the same thing. Except for various details, they're all basically the same. So that's my review of The Grapes of Wrath. Please click on the video, please rate it. Feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video to your Facebook pages. You can check out all my reviews and on my YouTube channel by rowdyc.com. It's OWDY. C.com. There's a homepage to the reviewer, Chris Lee Moore. You can check out all of his videos on his website. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.